Hi, my name is Naomi Paulina, and with my friends Xochitl America and Nayeli Paola, we will present you a scary story that will change the way you see Halloween. Let's begin. Ronal O Brayan, the spooky tale of Candyman who killed his son with Halloween candy. For many people, it is an incredible holiday to receive sweets, dress up as your favorite character, and go out with your friends. But unfortunately, this story will be the exception. It happened on Halloween night 1974 in Deer Park, Texas, USA. The family consists of the following members: Ronald, the father, Dianis, the mother, and Timothy and Elizabeth, their 8 and 6-year-old children. Ronald worked in a optician, was a respected man in society, was involved with the church, and generally had an exemplary family.
On October 31st, 1974, Ronald took his children trick-or-treating with some neighbors, and the children of his neighbors went to a slightly wealthier neighborhood because they believed they would get better candy there. Timothy disguised himself as a character from the Planet of the Apes. Everyone was having fun going from house to trick-or-treating until they found a house that seemed to be abandoned, but as expected, it was not a place where they could get sweets, since no one answered his call. At this moment, Ronald distanced himself from the group and stayed in the house. When he met again with everyone, he had him with him for bars of sour candy. They returned home. His mother will only get a sweet since little Timothy chose one of the above-mentioned candy bars that Ronald got. Timothy didn't like the taste. He described it as too bitter, so he couldn't finish the sweet. Before long, the 8-year-old boy was painting and complaining of an upset stomach. The ambulance was called, but painfully he died on the way to the hospital. The rumors that someone was distributing poison were swift, and understandably, they panicked and everyone began to dispose of all the candy collected by children from all over the neighborhood. Timothy's autopsy stated that the cause of death had been ingesting cyanide that was found in the candy the boy ate. Ronald was immediately questioned. They asked him how he had obtained the candy. His answer was that someone had given it to him in the abandoned house, and he also mentioned that he distributed the rest of these sweets among the other children who accompanied him that night. The families of these children were contacted instantly to inform them what happened and asked them to deliver the candy's revelation. Fortunately, none of the other children.
Timothy was buried on November 2. His dad sang at the funeral and gave a speech in which he commented that he felt some comfort in knowing that his son was already with God. The investigations continued. They even searched the house where Ronald supposedly got the candy. The owner of the house had an alibi for proof that he had not been there the night of the events, so it was impossible. Someone gave Ronald the treats, so he was interrogated again. He began to be inconsistent and to say that perhaps he had wrong, and naturally, this caught the attention of the authorities. With the investigation, they realized that he owed more than $100. The most suspicious is that he had recently taken out life insurance for his sons, increased the amount $10,000 to $60,000. A week before that happened, Ronald contacted the insurance company just one day after the death of his son to ask how and when they would give him the money. The child's mother was not aware of this situation with insurance. A chemical company also contacted the police saying that Ronald had to come to his store asking for the chemical that caused the death of Timothy and tried to buy a gigantic amount, but it was denied because he needed a license. With all that against him, he had arrested on November 5, and in June 3, 1975, was found guilty and the sentence was death penalty. While awaiting his execution, his stay in prison was deplorable. The other inmates treated him badly for the crime he committed. On March 31, 1984, finally they gave him the lethal injection. The case is deplorable for all the above reported, but it's severed as an experience for parents since they are now a little more